Hi everybody, it's Martin, back again with another opening on this channel. And this time you'll see that it's something a bit different. Um, as you've seen, or maybe haven't, from my other videos, I typically open product from collectible card games. Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Um, that kind of thing. But you may not know that I'm a big tabletop gaming fan. I love board games and RPGs, things like that. So today I've got some new expansion characters for the Funkoverse strategy game. Funkoverse strategy game is a game I think is really fun and very silly. Just these wacky combinations of characters. I mean, look at the two kinds of characters I've got here. They couldn't be any more different. We've got oh, glare. Marvel Comics characters, although these look more like their movie counterparts, and the Disney's Alice in Wonderland, the animated movie. If you can imagine Thanos fighting Alice from Alice in Wonderland, but yeah, the Funkoverse game is very silly, fun. You don't take it too seriously, but it's an interesting game to play, right? Because if you don't know, the game plays kind of like, and I know this might sound weird, it plays like a first person shooter video game. I know, but it really does. You can so each of these boxes, and I'll show you, are going to come with a map, and maybe Thanos's won't, but and then you'll have objectives for the map, right? Like capture the flag. It'll be like capture points or hold points, death match, team death match, things like that. The game is typically played three characters to a side. Although the Thanos box adds an additional way of playing. But yeah, it's very much like a first person shooter in that regard. The same kind of objectives. But anyway, without further ado, let's open up these boxes and see what's inside. I think we'll start with Alice in Wonderland. I'd seen this on the shelf, quite a while. I wasn't even going to get it. I don't have all the Funkoverse stuff, but I think I might get it all now. But I saw that this was on sale on Amazon and I picked it up. And if you notice, it is the limited chase edition of the Alice in Wonderland. The only difference I could tell is that the Queen of Hearts, if you can see, has glitter on her crown and on her dress. I'll pull her out. Now, if you're wondering how I'm able to just open this, this is actually take two. In the first take, I didn't have anything to open the boxes, so I was kind of fumbling around, but I've since opened. All right. Comes with an insert to hold everything. Definitely the worst part about Funkoverse is that it's so big. Like, you have these big Funko characters and like these inserts and stuff. You could probably throw the inserts away, but then the characters would flop around. But yeah, but that's also a great thing is like, because you have these big like Funko characters, like, I mean, look at the expression difference between Alice and the Queen of Hearts. Like, it's great. And then below the insert comes with the character cards, which shows you what they can do, and the map and rulebook. But I think first we'll try and get these characters out of here. Dice, tokens, and items. Oh, also each Funkoverse comes. These are points. They always come with the different colored ones that match the theme of the game. So yellow or pink for like the pinks of the movie Alice in Wonderland. Very vibrant, colorful movie if you've seen it. Right, and here's the Alice Funko. Every Funko Pop that is playable in the Funkoverse game has a hand, or in Jaws' case, his mouth, that can hold stuff. So Alice here it's just her hand. She's wearing the outfit from the movie. I like the. I know it's kind of weird to look under her skirt, but I do love the attention to detail to put the ruffles there. They could have just did flat white and it would have been fine. But yeah, just these Funkos are so nice to play the game with. Very interesting. Oh, that's never happened before. Alice's arm came loose. I've pushed it back in there, but maybe I'll have to glue it. Now, see, the reason that all the Funkos can hold stuff is because every one of these boxes always comes with at least one item. So with the Alice in Wonderland, it comes with the flamingo croquet mallets. And you just, yeah, her arm came loose. That sucks. That's all right. At least it was on sale. So you can pop that in there. And Alice doesn't have to use this. You can put this on any Funko character. You can put it. You can give this to Thanos if you wanted to. All right, next up. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, jeez. My goodness. She was stuck in there. Next up, we have the Queen of Hearts, the chase version with the, you can see this sparkly glitter on her dress and hat, or a crown. And she looks really, this really iconic look, the off with her head look from the movie. But unlike Alice, I was talking about the ruffles. Nah, like I said, they could have just did flat white, and that's what they did with the Queen of Hearts. But there, she's got an arm that holds things too, and it's cool because you can see the sleeves are rolled up like she does in the movie. Here's the rule book. Yeah, the interesting thing about Funkoverse is that every box you play, except for the single character boxes like Thanos, is you can play with it. You can play a game with it, even though they're like expansions, Okay. And see, this is what the objectives I was talking about. So this one is territory. And this one is a unique one, croquet. And you have to push a ball through, if you can see here, there are these wickets you're supposed to set up on the board, like the card soldiers. And then each map is two-sided. So on the other side, there is a capture the flag mode and runners mode. You have, these are like, in order to round out your team, you get basic characters. All they can do are these basic actions here that every character can do. But you have a playing card soldier and a kitten. There are no models for these. You're supposed to just imagine them. We have Alice, who is a blue and yellow character. So when you pick Alice for your team, you'll add a blue and a yellow token to your token pool. She has 2 defense, and her special ability is Follow the White Rabbit. When she becomes exhausted, which means you've used her for the round, you can't take any more actions with her, you may place the White Rabbit minion token in a square Alice can see, and Alice may do one move towards the white rabbit. So you get to put down a white rabbit token and then move Alice after you've already used her to do both of her things. So that's pretty cool. That's very mobile, and Alice's 2 defense is very fine. All right, and now onto her abilities. So what you'll do is when you take your turn, you have this cooldown track. This represents turns. You'll take your token of the matching color. So in the case of Curiouser and Curiouser, you'll take a yellow token and you'll put it on the 1 on the cooldown track. And at the end of the round, you'll move everything down 1. When they go from 1 to 0, you get them back. So the higher the number, the more powerful the ability. So Curiouser and Curiouser, choose a token within 3 squares that Alice can see and place her adjacent to it. Now that's most likely to chase the white rabbit to help her like teleport around the board much quicker. Alice has a lot of movement. I believe blue is supposed to be movement and yellow is supposed to be charisma. So she has grow larger, which it has that like starburst next to it. That means it's an attack. It costs 3, so it must be quite good. Do a challenge 2 to each adjacent rival. Push each adjacent rival and token 1 square. So yeah, that is quite good. So everybody around her, you get to attack, and a challenge 2 means you roll 2 dice, and all you have to do is get more. There are these like POW and shields. You just have to get more POWs than they have shields, and these exclamation points count as 3, either if you're attacking or defending. So yeah, she can potentially knock everybody down and push them around, which is cool. She seems to control the battlefield quite easily. And then she has grow smaller. Move 2, so move 2 squares. This may move Alice through rivals and obstructions. Yeah, she's very mobile. And she can potentially, like Giant Man, they'd make a good team if they ever make him. Crush a bunch of people. It's great. I like the character so far. I haven't played with her, obviously. All right, and then we've got the Queen of Hearts. She also has a defense of 2. Most characters do. The Harry Potter characters have a defense of 1, and Catwoman does as well. But the Harry Potter characters are really powerful. All right, and we've got yellow and red. Red is like physical, like attack and violence. And she has the special ability, get to the part where I lose my temper. At the start of the game, give the queen the temper status card. After arrival, the queen can see does an interact or assist. Place the temper status card on the 2 of your cooldown track and do a basic move or challenge. All right, and here's the temper status. While the temper status card is on the cooldown track, the queen is angry. This card cannot be discarded. So if they start to win, it makes the queen angry and she can move or punch them. That's pretty funny. And of course she has the classic, off with their heads. It costs 3, challenge 4. If she's angry, it reduces the cost by 2. So if she spends her temper because they're winning, she can start really chopping their heads up. So it would only cost 1 and you get to roll 4 dice. Wow, the queen's brutal. Next she has all ways are my ways. Move 1. An ally does a move 2. Then if the queen is angry, she gets to attack for 2. And then she has her Imperial Majesty. Choose a rival or a token the queen can see within 2 squares. Move them 2 squares. That's pretty good. Moving an opponent is really good. Yeah, oh wow, the Queen of Hearts seems pretty powerful. Card on the cooldown track and do a basic move or challenge. Well, The temper status is on your cooldown track. The queen is angry. It doesn't really say what happens after the temper is supposed to go off the cooldown track, because it says it cannot be discarded. So does it go back to the queen? I'm not sure. Maybe it says in the rule book. I'll have to take a look at this later. All right. Then we have an item card for the green flamingo mallet. You also get to use these anytime you would use an action, and it goes on the cooldown track at this number here. 2. Challenge 3, move the target 1 square. Well, it's a pretty strong attack, and you get to move them. That seems to be the MO for this Alice in Wonderland set. Moving. It's really cool, actually. I can't find the card for the pink flamingo mallet. Oh, here it is. Move 1, challenge 3. Okay, yeah, more mobility. I was going to open up the map, but because of how close I have my camera, we probably wouldn't be able to see it very well anyway. All right, so that's the Alice in Wonderland set. Actually, I'm really interested in these characters. They have these crazy abilities. Yellow abilities, the charisma abilities, tend to be more, interesting. All right, I'm going to say Thanos for last because I'm most excited about that one. All right, next we'll go into the Marvel set. I don't think I'm going to pull the Funkos out of this one because it's just going to be too hard to get them out. Oh, that's right. This one, the Marvel set, comes with these additional objective markers. And it has, this is the first one to have 4 different colored bases instead of 2, so you can have more teams. The colors for the point tokens are this Avengers red. Nice. But I want to take a look at what the characters do. So we've got 4 basic characters. And then these are the retrieve the vibranium. You saw that. These are objectives to do. At the start of a round, you may shift a token on your cooldown track too. Cool. Just a different way to play. So the Marvel set has Captain America, Black Widow, Black Panther, and Iron Man. All right, let's take a look at Iron Man. He's got a defense of 2, and he uses red and gray. He has the ability I am Iron Man. After Iron Man does an ability that uses the last ability token of its type in your ability token pool, shift an ability token down your track down by 1. That's pretty cool. So use the last red, shift any token down, use the last gray, or if you have more. All right, we have Captain America, who is the only character that has 3 colors. At the start of the game, Captain America adds red, yellow, and blue to his ability pool, as shown on the ability dot. So he doesn't have a special ability, but he does add more abilities that you can use. He has a defense of 2. Oh, dang it. I forgot to do the abilities Iron Man has. Let's do these first. So he's got the Override Protocol, do 3 basic actions, and then you have to hit himself. So normally you're only allowed to do 2 actions per turn, but this action lets you do 3 of the basic actions. Now, one of the basic actions is healing a teammate, so this is pretty good. And he's got Repulsor Blast, range 3, challenge 2, and push the target 1 square. So you can shoot somebody from 3 squares away, hits them for 2, and then you get to push them. And then he has the Unibeam, range 5, challenge 4. So very powerful attack. Yeah, his things are powerful, and that's why he shifts them down. Okay, sorry about that. Now let's go back to Captain America. He has, I can do this all day. Stand up or do an action, then do an extra action. Captain America can do this while knocked down, limited to once per turn. Okay. So that's cool. Standing up is very good because if you're knocked down and you get hit again, you're knocked off the board. And most people can't stand themselves back up. You have to, well, you can, but it takes your whole turn. But Captain America can do it just for one of his abilities. But or you can do 2 actions. That's cool. Then he's got shield throw, range 3, challenge 1. Roll 1 extra dice for each type of ability token on your cooldown track. Okay, so the more diverse you make your team, the more powerful shield throw gets. And then he has no you move, challenge 3, and you push a target 1 square. All right, next we have Black Widow. She has blue and gray. Blue is movement and blue is technique, and gray is gadgets, I believe. She has the espionage expert ability. After she does a challenge, she may move. That's nice. Hurricane throw, move 1, challenge 4, push the target 1 square. Widow's bite, challenge 3. If you win, shift an ability token on your opponent's cooldown track up 1. Ooh, that's mean. Swap positions with an ally on the map. You may stand Black Widow and the ally up. She can do this while knocked down. Jeez, okay. So, like superheroes, you're never supposed to give up, even if you're down. All right, and we've got Black Panther. That's the last one. Blue and yellow. You'd think he'd have, technology. But I guess he's got a lot of technique and charisma as a king. Vibranium suit. When Black Panther is challenged, give him an energy token. At the start of Black Panther's turn, he may discard 2 energy tokens to stand up or do an extra action. So every time you fight him, he gets stronger. And he's got Panther Leap. Choose a rival within 2 squares that Black Panther can see and place him adjacent to them. And then you give Black Panther 2 energy tokens. Kinetic Energy Burst. Do a challenge 2 to each adjacent rival. You may discard an energy to push each target 1. Wakanda Forever. Black Panther or a standing ally does a move 1. Repeat this 2 more times. Okay, yeah, so you get to move. Alright, that's the characters in the Avengers set. I love a Hulk figure. Looks like this one doesn't come with items to put in their hands. That's fine. Like I said, every single other set has items. Alright, and last but not least, we have Thanos. Now, the Thanos box is interesting because Thanos is a character you can play on your team, but also you can take a team and fight Thanos as sort of like a raid boss. Now, I will pull him out of here. Oh, his point tokens are great. They're the Infinity Stones. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, and we've got the Thanos Funko. He's got his regular hand to hold stuff, and then, of course, he's got his Infinity Gauntlet hand. Looks like he's already got the stones. He's got that smug smirk. Thanos also doesn't have an item. So we've got a piece of art with Thanos, but on the other side, it has the ultimate scenario, the Infinity War. So this is how you fight against the raid boss Thanos. So we've got regular and ultimate. So the regular Thanos, this is the one you will play on a team. He is red and gray, 2 defense, and he has the ability the Mad Titan. Before Thanos does an ability, you may place any one ability token from your ability token pool on the 1, 2, or 3 of your cooldown track to reduce the ability's cost by that number. Oh, I see, because all of his cost 4. He has Titanic Throw, Challenge 3. Place the target in any square adjacent to Thanos, then push them 2 squares. Oh, okay, so you get to throw them around. Merciless, knock down an adjacent rival. Jeez, you don't even have to roll for that. And then 4, I am inevitable. Place Thanos adjacent to a rival he can see within 2 squares. Do a challenge 2 to each adjacent rival. So he just walks up and beats up everybody around him. Alright, and now here's Ultimate Thanos. 2 defense. This one has 2 red and 2 gray. And he has the Master Strategist ability. When he shifts off the cooldown track after getting knocked off the game, ignore the scenario card and treat any squares at the edge of the board as his starting area. Okay. I haven't read the scenario card, so. Relentless Willpower. You may stand Thanos up. Do a challenge 4 to each adjacent rival. Thanos may do this while knocked down. Oh, so he just gets up and beats up everybody. Perfectly Balanced. Flip the first player marker. If the dark side lands up, knock out a rival character. If the light side lands up, knock out a standing rival character of your opponent's choice. Oh, jeez, you just get to knock somebody out? And then Orbital Energy Strike. Do a challenge 6 to any rival. So you get to pick any point on the board and roll 6 dice to try and knock them out. But, I mean, obviously these do cost 6, so they're pretty brutal. So I kind of rushed the video there at the end, but I noticed that I was going a bit long on the Alice in Wonderland, so I was just trying to hurry it up. But let me know what you think about board game stuff. I'm a big fan of board games and I'd like to do more. I have a lot more Funkoverse I still have to open up. I haven't gotten to play with some of my new stuff, so. Oh, yeah, Thanos didn't come with a map. Well, he is a single character. I guess that makes sense. So, yeah, like and subscribe and comment if you found this video entertaining. All right, I'll see you later.